Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. Okay guys, this reading I had to sit with for a long minute, because every single card in here, aside from 3, are not Arcana cards. Everything else is a Major Arcana card in here. And 2 of the 3 are the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So there's really just one regular card in here. That's a lot. That is a lot. And I feel like someone has got a lot of fear in there. And I think that they may have pushed the envelope on something, and it may have backfired in some way where their reputation is kind of called out on the line now. That could be one thing. It could have pushed someone too into like some kind of a nervous breakdown or something, right? But the good news is, even if that is what happened, regardless of the severity of it, this was not an easy situation. So you're going to be going through this, and it's already in motion. So I had to pull some clarifiers. I'll show you the cards and stuff. It's not really going to matter looking at the cards, because I had to really get the combinations down as to how this was really going here. So we come in with what's coming in from the past is the Chariot card. We've got coming in the Tower card with the 2 of Coins. I pulled a clarifier because the 2 of Coins to me is a balancing act, but sometimes when I see this much going on, I'm looking for who's going to be your savior. And the 2 of Cups, I pulled a clarifier, and we have some money. So someone is going to help you with something here. Okay, so if you got yourself in a pinch with something, someone is going to help you out here. And this is right out of the gate with the cards. Okay, the foundation here is the Star card. And I'm grateful that I see this here, especially in the foundation. The ideal outcome here is the Strength card, where you get your stuff together. Okay, the Justice card is what's coming up. I would say this is going to take within like a year's amount of time, 6 months to a year. I don't think it's going to take that long, but this is a lot. This is a lot of energy here. That these are the big things, because you're kind of with these are chapters changing in big ways. So how you see yourself, your persona in all of this, is the Hermit card. And you probably feel like this, right? But your outside persona, your public image, how other people see you, is the Queen of Swords, right? Your hopes and fear is the King of Cups. The outbound cards, and I pulled 2 because you had the Wheel of Fortune going out, so there's more change on the way out, right? So I pulled a clarifier, and we got another Arcana card. We have the Lover card. So I then had to go and pull some Sevilla cards, and we have Wheel of Fortune, which I'm thrilled, because the Wheel of Fortune, it's a good luck card. It's clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So things, thank God, are getting out of here for you. And we have a visit from someone, right? So I think that what happens here, for some of you, you got yourself in a predicament here where you're needing to, there's like a sudden breakthrough here for you. Like you figure something out. There's a new way, a breakthrough in a new way of a life for yourself, like a new kind of way that you're trying to live your life. It's not an easy experience, whatever this was. Okay. I think that you learned from this experience, or you will be learning from this experience. I think in here too, these 2 cards that we have, the King of Cups is a Scorpio card, and this is an Aquarius card. This is close enough to the Libra card where I think that somebody really would rather, their unconscious mind, they're very much able to live in like a soap opera. It's the persona of, it's just easier to live in some kind of soap opera. Some people, that's why I said someone could have had like a major life issue here where they really lost touch with reality and their life spiraled out of control, right? For other people, this is just a very, people do very strange things for attention. So this might be where you may have crossed the line with something and it kind of snowballed, right? But for the majority of people, you just had a breakthrough in something and you have every available, you have like the universe surrounding you to help you get where you're going. And it's going to be fantastic. So that scenario that I just mentioned, I can't not mention it because it could very easily be something for more than one person showing up in here where their life is just delusional and they're not living in reality, right? Because a lot of these cards too that I've had, the Tower card with the Justice card alone, that's Mars and Libra, right? And we have the Scorpio King over here. The Cancer in Mars is the Chariot and the Tower. That's what you're coming in with. And that is where Mars is right now. So, and their readings were atrocious. Cancer and Capricorn's readings were quite heavy, right? Where people just put on different personas and it bites them in the butt in some regard here. Okay. So the Tower card, though, I'm glad to see is coming in with the Two of Coins, because to me that card is always someone shows up to help you with something. So a letter comes, you know, some kind of, this too with the Judgment card here could be legalities come and solve things for you if you got yourself in a real big issue there. But control and balance are really important here, whether they're emotional, physical, financial. There's a balance that needs to be struck here, and there will be, because you've got good omen cards in here that speak of a resourceful potential for you to get things where they need to be. So this is not going to go unnoticed. You're not going to repeat this again. And I think that there is so much karma maybe around you at this moment that it's time for it to clear out, and that's why you're getting all this protection here. This card is a card of protection here. You're going to have faith through here that you don't need to do this alone, and you won't need to, because people are helping you here. Okay, people are going to bat for you. People are sticking up for you. If people hear gossip about you, they're jumping in. They're not letting it, you know, ruin you. So be aware of that. There's a balance here, though, that needs to take place, again, between the masculine and the feminine energies. Again, I think that this can be very, very off balance here. I think that there's a need to go for things, of course, but you've also got to balance that against being able to sit tight and let things come to you. Trust that there's a higher power than you. I get with that Queen of Swords. I get that. That card has a lot of pain, has to go through a lot of things, have been through a lot of things. They don't trust easily because they don't want to ever be put in that predicament again. But there's a need here where that may have been so out of balance that it's throwing a lot of other things out of balance here. So just with the King of Cups here and your hopes and fears, you're not going to have to worry about that, because that's a very stable card. And the Strength card is right above there. Internally, if you think about it, you will know what to do and what not to do. So trust in yourself as well. Okay. The Tower card comes in and it just says, my ego got the best of me and I backed my ass into a corner and now look what happened. But it's gonna solve itself. I've seen things like this go out in horrific ways. This is not it. The Lovers card coming up here as well, as you do have people in your corner, but this also says I'm making smarter choices. I'm not as indecisive about things as I was, and I let life pull me in these directions, and I got myself in these predicaments. You're taking control here. I would rather see the Tower card and the Chariot card come in with the Arcana cards on this end than with the earlier Arcanas, because those you normally don't have a good resolve. Those normally will take you down, but we don't have that. So see what I'm saying? This is good. Help is defending you. Help is here. So people are not letting other people, they're defending you against strangers or something. So something could go awry here where things become very public, right? Say you do something online or there's the stakes are high here. So whatever they are, it's not just like a little hiccup. This is like your life is like changing in a big way. This can be too, you've really got help here. So it's not, I feel like this is you being forced to do something for your betterment, because the way that you've been living is not, it just, it has to stop, right? That's the only time this will happen. But they're not easy because nobody really likes to be pushed and pulled all over the place, right? But the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune is coordinating many things, like you overdid yourself. For some people, again, this is where the energies are coming in, where you just you took on way too much, and you basically did way too much. And this can be where like nervous breakdowns come in because you actually did too much. This is someone too, though, who can function better with unconscious things than with conscious things. So your mind is like a brilliant mind, and it has to be put to work. So put it to use to something, right? This is like people who write screenwrites, or this is like big things. So do big things. You know, people who don't function like in the normal way, they're brilliant, and they have avenues that maybe this is why the universe is surrounding you, saying now is the time to put your potentials to use and make better use of your life. This is like the mad scientist in here that never knew he had the skills. Now you do know you have the skills. And I think that it's coming to life, and it's popping up here, there, and everywhere. And you're just not sure how to direct it. But you will be. And there are people here who are helping you too. You're not going to be thrown to the wolves here. So however this is playing out for you, I would love to hear. Because this is like, it's a lot. This is just saying too, on the outbound, I'm making better decisions for myself, and I realize what is in my control and what is outside of my control, and I'm trusting, and you should, because this is a card of protection, and it's your foundational card. So the universe is moving you in a direction. So find peace in that. Where you end up, you'll be better than where you are, because this is a lot going on. So just if you take anything from this reading, take that. Okay, I hope that I helped you in some way. This is intense. I'm not going to draw it out and make it worse than it is. If this is affecting you, bear in mind, this is a general reading. If this is not pertaining to you, it's not pertaining to you. If you have to think about it, it doesn't pertain to you, because you would know instantly what this was. So the Leo side of the reading, I would say go back and watch that, because that's the together part of this. That's where this is going. So you will be grateful. Okay. Thank you, my loves. Let me know how this works for you. And I'm telling you, you will get through this. It just will not be easy. So find outlets that are healthy, okay?